For decades, the United States has stood as a beacon of hope for the world's most vulnerable populations. Through the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, the American people have extended their generosity across continents, combating poverty, disease, and hunger. USAID's efforts have saved countless lives, fostered economic development, and promoted democratic values around the globe. From disaster relief in the wake of earthquakes and tsunamis to long-term development projects aimed at empowering communities, USAID has been an instrumental force for good in the world. The agency's impact extends far beyond its immediate beneficiaries. By investing in human capital and fostering stability abroad, USAID has advanced U.S. interests and strengthened global security. Its work has helped to contain the spread of infectious diseases, counter violent extremism, and build partnerships with nations around the world. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the international community, the Trump administration has announced drastic cuts to USAID, effectively crippling the agency's ability to carry out its mission. The scale of the cuts is unprecedented, with plans to reduce staffing from over 10,000 to a mere few hundred globally. This dramatic downsizing will leave USAID a shadow of its former self, unable to maintain its current programs, let alone respond to emerging crises. The decision, announced with little warning and even less justification, has left many wondering about the fate of ongoing USAID projects and the millions of people who rely on them. The abrupt halt to funding will have immediate and devastating consequences for communities that depend on USAID's support for essential services like healthcare, education, and clean water. The Trump administration has defended the cuts as part of a broader effort to streamline government and reduce wasteful spending. This efficiency drive, spearheaded by the newly established Department of Government Efficiency under the leadership of Elon Musk, aims to slash the federal budget and prioritize domestic interests. Central to this agenda is the America First policy, which emphasizes national sovereignty and prioritizes American interests above all else. Proponents of this policy view foreign aid as an unnecessary drain on American resources, arguing that the U.S. should focus on its own problems before addressing those of other nations. This view, however, ignores the interconnected nature of global challenges and the long-term benefits of international cooperation. The consequences of these cuts extend far beyond the immediate impact on USAID's programs. The decision to gut USAID sends a dangerous message to the world about America's commitment to global leadership and its willingness to partner with other nations. It undermines decades of U.S. foreign policy and risks eroding America's standing in the world. Moreover, the cuts have drawn sharp criticism from humanitarian organizations, development experts, and former USAID officials who warn of the devastating human cost. Gail Smith, a former USAID chief, has called the cuts a global humanitarian crisis, while Nelson Otwoma, an NGO leader in Kenya, has reported job losses and disruptions to vital HIV/AIDS treatment programs. The decision to dismantle USAID represents a dangerous retreat from America's global responsibilities and a betrayal of the values that have long defined the nation's role in the world.